I don't know if they're catching the voice or not. I could have put that fucking flyer on here. Oh, I'm saying fucking. Oh, it's YouTube.
Oh yeah, put the flyer.
I don't know how to plug it in. You have to send it to the email on the station.
Okay. Which one? The red one or the?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have two of them.
I fuck with Tasha sometimes.
Shut up.
Nah, she was a rider though, but
yeah, at first,
she just make bad choices.
Oh, you caught up?
Me?
Yeah.
Just the newest season. I watched like 3-4 episodes.
It's only like 4 episodes.
I think there's 5. Whatever one it was, whatever episode I'm up to, there's one more I need to watch. So if it's 5 episodes, I'm on 4. If it's 4 episodes, I'm only on 3. Do.
What was the name of the show yesterday? Hot Dog Cotton? What was it?
I think that was the day before because I'm not remembering.
No, I do remember Hot Dog Cotton.
It was that was the day before. We were talking about hot dog water.
Yo, is there any water in here?
No.
There's some in that thing, right? Still? Because we didn't drink it all. Right?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Now you say hot dog water. You know what I was watching this thing where this lady, this family was so cheap that like they were like recycle water like that.
Hot dog water?
Yeah. And they were all bathed in the same.
Oh yeah.
It was like some white family. All bathed in the same.
White family.
It was
the one that I seen was a black
woman. The black woman.
Yeah, I seen that too.
I seen that one, and she would be mad cheap.
Mad cheap.
And recycle.
There was a white family though that they would like fill a tub up with water, and one would wash, get out the tub, and then another one next come in, and like they wouldn't change the water. Yeah.
Oh, I seen that.
You know, like
I seen that
all the time. What?
How expensive is water? Like if you break it down, like.
So there, you seen that summer drink, right? The hot dog water drink.
Nah.
Like a hot dog water martini.
Oh,
and
I think I did see that.
They boil hot dogs and they take it and they put like fucking ketchup and mustard in it and they mix it up
in the water.
Ice. Yeah. And then they throw a hot dog in it at the end.
What they didn't tell you is they're going to hell. All right, 5.
Hot dog
Oh, nobody's drinking that.
That's the devil's liquid.
I'm hungry. Maybe I'll drink that right now.
Exclusive Radio FM. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're gonna dig this. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. Watching the throne. Get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. You are now watching the throne. You are now watching the throne. You are now watching the throne. You are now watching the throne.
What's good this morning? How's everybody doing? Exclusive Radio FM, watching the Throne Morning Show. I am Royalty.
I'm Jade Precious.
Primo SCNT.
Your boy Shays.
Your boy.
How y'all doing this morning? This is Exclusive Radio FM, watching the Throne Morning Show. Y'all know this is a family show. A dysfunctional family show that teaches function to the dysfunctional. Now,
and possibly more dysfunction.
Only when Jay's here.
Now, I am proud to announce we have a special guest. Sorry for the timing, but the fact that we had a special guest, we had to switch some things around. And Jish Money.
Yo, what up?
What's going on today?
People morning. Squash, 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 squash.
Yeah. So, what's good out there, everybody? I see Caprice in the building. Cloud Chemistry, what up? Nick Smith. Squash, 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 squash. What's good? DJ Supreme, what's up this morning?
Hola, ¿cómo está? Hey, Preem.
That's the only way. I gotta type something in to make it. I don't know who else is in there. Sorry if I can't see y'all. How y'all doing this morning? Let me just jump into it before we get into this interview. Let's get our particulars out the way. And that would happen to be.
I thought this was a family show. I didn't know we were showing our particulars.
Good point. But this is a dysfunctional family show. We're just teaching the function. You know what I'm saying? So technically something real messed up could happen and then it would be excused.
Yeah, because we're dysfunctional.
You know what I mean? Because you're dysfunctional, Jay. Jay, we actually...
I am not the only dysfunctional one, and you will not do that to me on national radio.
Jay, we actually believe in God, though, Jay.
So do I.
Oh,
I believe in higher powers.
Oh.
We're not about to speak about religion or anything right now.
Jade is a Pastafarian.
Pastafari. Boom, boom.
Jay says she believes in higher powers, so she goes and turns the electricity on the top floor and smokes a blunt. So, get it, higher powers. Jay Diaz was good this morning. So, real quick. Today it looks like there's rain in the forecast, people. I didn't know what to put on. If y'all see me, my outfit is all over the place. You hear me? It's all over the place. You know what I mean?
Primo got babies on the shirt again.
Hey, he got babies on his mind. Babies on his chest. Get the babies off your chest, bye.
Trying to get the babies into some
Are you
woman's
expecting?
stomach.
Are you with child?
You
don't know.
Somebody pregnant.
That's a damn shame.
Trying to get somebody pregnant.
Don't even know.
What if that was his way of trying to let y'all know and he just kept wearing the shirt?
Yo, for real, I think.
But
and then it's like one of those. It's the red and the blue. It's like, what is it? Is it a boy or a girl?
The fat
twins.
Chinese babies is what they are. But
He got a Chinese woman pregnant. That's gonna be a beautiful baby.
ooh. So this got strange fast. But everybody
Asian.
knows the rule. It's 2018. We ain't pulling out of nothing but parking lots. Now,
I ain't pulling out.
Okay, James.
so
I'm shooting
today
the
in
club
New York, it's
Chill out,
82
James.
degrees, high of 85, low of 76. It looks like at about 2 o'clock they'll have some rain out there in New York. You know what it is in Boca Raton. It's partly cloudy and it's thunderstorms. So,
It's partly cloudy and it's thunderstorms. Right.
thunderstorms for the rest of the week. It's partly cloudy right now. Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton area. It's currently 82, high of 85, low of 71. It looks like, now we know how this forecast changes, because yesterday it was supposed to be raining right now at 11, and the rain is until later on in the afternoon. But listen, looks like there'll be thunderstorms on and off for the next week or a week and a half, so make sure you dress for the occasion. Same thing in Easton. Looks like the rain doesn't start in Easton until about 5, but it's 81 degrees, high of 83, low of 71. Santa Clara, Northern California, how you doing? It's partly cloudy, 60 degrees right now. High of 81, low of 57 in Northern California in August. It's a hell of a range. I don't know what I did. Hell of a range. Strasbourg, East Stroudsburg, same thing, 81, high of 83, low of 71. And we're looking at, see, that rain changed again from 2 to 4, but there's a 70% chance at 4. So I guess they said they're just going to go ahead and send the clouds back over. You know what I mean? They already sent the airplanes over with the chemicals to make it rain.
Chemtrails.
You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, 84 degrees, high of 87, low of 74, same thing, 5 o'clock. Looking at rain. Atlanta, it looks like it's raining right now, 70% chance, 72 degrees, high of 74, low of 68. Looks like it's going to be raining for the next week and a half in Atlanta. It's crazy. So, T-Town, looks like T-Town to be getting some of that rain from Atlanta in a couple hours. Y'all know T-Town's about 2 hours. East of Atlanta, it's 78, high of 81, low of 70, sorry. Scranton, Jesus. This is why I know there's a God. It's raining in Scranton. Get some of y'all dusties out the way. Get that dust off y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll be looking at y'all pictures online. Y'all can say what y'all want. There's a couple of y'all that's cool out there. I'll be looking at y'all pictures online. Most of y'all mirrors is dirty. Most of your backgrounds is dirty. And then y'all still got that wooden 70s wallpaper like that. I don't know. I'm not judging. Everybody, listen.
I'm judging you. A real scumbag if you take a picture in a dirty mirror.
My homeboy had to pick me up and drop me off up here this morning. So I'm not judging anybody, right? Because I'm in a hoopty, right? Right? But it's raining in Scranton.
I hate dirty mirror flicks to the point where
it pisses me off.
It really does, because it's like, okay,
wipe it, fool.
Abuela.
That's all you have to do is wipe it.
Elizabeth Hammond.
Hashtag dirty mirror.
Say Joseph.
Well, I've done that one time because I always talked about how I hate dirty mirror flicks. I was in somebody else's bathroom though, so I made it known that it wasn't my bathroom, and I put hashtag dirty mirror flicks.
You could have wiped it though.
With what? I don't know where they think.
Thought that she was gonna get a pass with that excuse.
No,
you know what?
I looked under the thing. There was nothing there, so I was in the bathroom.
It's either the dirty mirror pic, or when you take a pic in your room. In a tall mirror, and then I can see in the reflection your room is a mess. Like,
oh, they be looking nice too.
Come in.
How you feel comfortable with
that? I might have locked it. They'll be looking nice too. Oh no, I just locked this one. They'll be looking nice too. They'll be having a whole club outfit, and then their mattress be on the floor with no sheets on it, and
you know what I'm saying.
They got chip wrappers.
Come on.
Now, there's a difference between if you in the struggle,
and a bunch of cups.
If you in the struggle, that make me say I might jump in them DMs. I might could trick on her and save her life real quick.
What about a girl who has a cup collection?
Got like dirty
with liquid still in it.
Yeah, all of that stuff like cups, old food, McDonald's wrappers, and all of that stuff laying around the crib. Man, nah.
Clean it up.
Exactly. Yeah, bum.
Clean it up, Kokor.
So all of that happened because it's raining in Scranton. Apparently this is what the rain brings. So this is what I wanted to say though. Yeah, it's not my fault. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what happens when y'all go to those clubs. You go to one of those clubs in all white.
Yo, I'm not going to
You're coming back off white.
Exactly. I'm not going to any more bars or any more clubs. The only bar / club I'm going to is the Pocono Plaza Inn at 1220 West Main Street tonight, Thursday. Thirsty Thursdays. Or is it $3 Thursdays?
$3 Thursdays.
Whatever it is, y'all gonna be thirsty, so y'all need to get a drink. You feel me? Come out tonight.
I will be out tricking tonight, ladies.
I might be there early.
If you need.
What? Hey, everyone.
I'm gonna puke. I feel pukey.
But that's because we didn't tell the weather in Scranton yet. It's 77 degrees, high of 80, low of 70. It's not that I hate Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. That's not what it is. I don't hate East New York. I don't hate Newark. I don't hate any. There's people from everywhere. Yeah, not really Scranton. But there's people from everywhere out there that I love. You know what I'm saying? No, I got family up there. My bad. Everywhere out there I love. I don't hate West Hazleton. It's just Dominican dangerous. You understand what I'm saying?
Double D.
It's not that I...
Dominican dangerous.
No, it's dangerously like Dominican out there.
You know why I like Scranton? That's where the office was.
That's what a what?
That's where the office was.
Oh, the show, The Office?
Yeah.
Oh, that
really?
was Scranton?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Word, I only noticed that all the scary movies were based out of Pennsylvania.
Yo,
all the real
weird
scary
stuff.
The real.
You used to watch Netflix like early in the Netflix game, like them independent scary flicks. It was one out of Effort. It was one like Lancaster. It was one like Mad Witchcraft. I say up here that they don't. I don't really give a damn about offending people. They don't really know God that much up here. You know what I mean? Find some God. Like, I don't really care who.
They found one and his name is Satan.
And his name is Satan, exactly. Like, I've never seen so much Halloween worship. I've lived in a couple different places. I know people who don't let their kids dress up for Halloween.
Every time I ask somebody what their favorite holiday is up here, they say Halloween.
It's the witchcraft.
I ain't gonna front to you. My favorite
Don't call out the East like that.
My favorite holiday, Thanksgiving.
Mine too. I wish Thanksgiving was right now because my stomach is rumbling.
I was like, boy, I can't wait to pull up on Thanksgiving, boy.
Yeah. No, I think.
I mean, I like Halloween too, though, because I like dressing up as characters. I do like it. It's not one of my favorites, though.
My favorite holiday is actually National Grandparents' Day.
Mine is National Whistle Day.
You know what you got to do?
I was born on National Puzzle Day.
Yo, let me tell you something. You know what you got to do? That's crazy because that's accurate. You know what you got to do? You have to go to the restaurants and like kind of large areas, whatever, kind of metropolis, whatever. You got to go to the restaurants that host like grandparent appreciation. This is only for the creeps. The grandparent appreciation days, because any grandparent that's not with their family is obviously lonely. You know what I'm saying? That pension coming through, those AARP cards could get you parked in the front of anywhere you want to go. You understand? Listen, fellas, it's only a couple more wrinkles than these young girls. You understand what I'm saying? You better stop walking around with these flappy Timberlands in the summertime, brother. It's clear that you need an old woman to take care of you, man. Joey, what's good this morning? Wayne Schneider, how you doing? Pagan holidays, definitely pagan holidays. My Jewish people hate it. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bam, what's good this morning? So yeah, isn't today the 2nd?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Today's the 2nd. Yesterday was the 1st, and
so
everyone took my money.
So can we get ignorant
first?
Can I get a little ignorant?
Don't we always?
Let's get ignorant.
Don't we always?
This is for the fellas in need. I don't know if you listen to the show a lot. First of all, if you're in there, hit that like button, drop a comment. Thank you very much.
You was about to say freestyle.
I don't know if you listen to the show a lot, but there's something I've been telling y'all for a while. Back in the day, they had a song by Bone Thugs and Harmony. It was the first of the month. Depending on where you are, depending on what state you are, because there's states' rights, it's the 1st and 15th. Well, guess what, fellas? 1st and the 3rd. You know what comes out, fellas? Those Social Security checks, fellas. You know what happens a lot, and I know what you're thinking. I'm telling you, you don't procreate with some of these women, right? But just let me tell you, if you need somewhere that's hot, you know what I'm saying? If you need somewhere with a little air conditioner, a little central AC unit, because then, you know what I mean, government assistance, go ahead to the welfare at recertification day, and then go ahead and hit that Social Security office up, and everywhere where you know they cash Social Security checks. Everybody, and I'm not saying take advantage of anyone. I'm saying put on your Sunday's best. Right? You heard me hit that little slang in there?
Sundays. I was dwelling on that.
Hit your Sunday's best. And make sure you smell good, fellas. Don't use the stuff you get in the if it has a name on it that looks like CK Black, don't use that one, because it's gonna smell like gasoline a little bit later. Fellas, do something with yourselves. You know what I mean? We're about to get into an interview in a second. Just remember, I told you this: recertification day, Social Security check. All right. This is
National Grandparents Day.
Well, that's just my favorite holiday. We were talking about favorite holidays.
You said you like Valentine's Day?
That's a National Grandparents Day.
Oh.
Actually, don't like Valentine's Day. Because
who said I can't get?
I never had a Valentine. Ever. I've had the kids in my class where you pass out the little Valentine's Day.
But you never had like a boyfriend like
on Valentine's Day? No.
What?
Not somebody. B doesn't believe in Valentine's Day, so my baby father is out of the question. But one time I bought him something for Valentine's Day. He said, I ain't get you nothing, right?" I was like, yeah, it's fine. Just open the gift. Like, I don't know. What do we do?
What do you want me to do?
Like, I already got it. Like, it's for you. I don't care. Just whatever.
That's how you keep a train, Stacks.
First of all,
I thought I said that on the low.
No, you didn't. And,
I thought I said it on the low. My bad.
Yeah.
That's how you keep a train. So this is for this goes right in. Tootie was good. This goes right in
mama.
With what we were talking about with those dirty mirrors. Basically the majority of poverty-stricken living rooms in Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. Insidious.
That's a scary movie.
Insidious, working or spreading harmfully in a subtle or stealthy manner. Oh man, oh goodness. The dirt is like roaches. It's not necessarily that they have roaches. It's just that the dirt spreads Insidious. If you're familiar with the word, I don't know why today is insidious. Why that word is today, but I'm going with it. Bump it. We had. What did we have before that? We had caveat, we had cornucopia, we had apathetic, and we had insidious. Insidious. Word of the day, insidious.
Is Scranton that bad?
I don't know.
I've never really been out there like that. I don't know.
You'll know. You ever seen a chick? All right. Did you go to school here?
In Stroudsburg.
Okay. So
Mounties, that's what he was pointing out yesterday.
Gang, gang.
Here we go. Uncle JD, Sedina Sarayda, poor Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. So listen, you ever seen a chick that you went to school with that moved out there?
Nah.
You don't know any chicks that moved out there?
I mean, I might, but I don't. You know.
Okay, so even though I thought you were gonna say differently, this actually helps my point. The problem there is either they didn't move out there because they know better, or they fell off the face of the earth. There's some
shit. I forgot about her. She live in Scranton.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. So shout out to everybody out there. Hope they make it out. That's it. And all you chicks that are holding on to the morals and values and a little bit of clear skin that you had when you left home, please get out of Scranton if you want to keep it. Anyway, otherwise, make sure you artists hit me up. I love you guys. Oh man, so listen, we're about to transition here in a moment into our guest. About to transition here in a moment into our guest here. Jay.
Guys.
Jay, what's wrong with you, Jay?
Okay.
Pretty much.
That's what we doing?
Okay. So listen, if you're just tuning in, this is the Watching the Throne Morning Show, Xclusive Radio FM. We have a special guest today. It's Just Money.
Yo.
94.9 FM. Poconos. Listen, the brother's been supporting us since we were in the basement. You know, since we were cruggling. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple people down their front teeth. So it's hard for them to say straight every country. So they say cruggling.
Quaggling.
Cruggling.
How did you switch his word with another wrong word?
He tried to say it.
With another wrong word.
He said, what happened in Scranton? Nothing happened in Scranton. That's the problem. He said he makes it out like it's the blast zone.
People from Scranton and Wilkes-Barre say things about Scranton and Wilkes-Barre.
Hey. First of all, we're going to do a name a place so I can tell you what I think about it.
Newark, New Jersey.
Come on. First of all, they should have been incorporated Newark into Roselle and Irvington and just knocked off the Newark name, number one. I don't go to Newark for anything but the airport. And if Philly has a cheap enough flight, I would take that hour and a half ride.
Yo, it's so funny because one of the older white ladies that I work with, she had to catch a flight in New York in Newark, and I was like, she wanted somebody to take the ride down with her or whatever to pick up her daughter or whatever, and
was it her daughter or was it whatever?
Can I just stretch?
Shut up. Anyway, so she was basically saying, she was like, it was cool. You know, there was one part that it was just like, oh my goodness, like I was scared and whatever, and I was just like, you know what? You're not even being racist because I understand. I didn't get mad at her because I understood exactly what she was talking about.
She locked her doors.
I don't trust.
Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Any white women from the state of New Jersey.
Why? You think they're all part of the mob?
No, because they all sell opiate.
I knew he was gonna say something stupid. So listen.
Paused.
So real quick,
what up, D-boy?
People, we have to get into, but we got. So listen, I'm gonna comment on these places you just said. I don't trust white women from Scranton or Wilkes-Barre. I don't trust white women from Lehighton, Pennsylvania. I don't trust white women who grew up in the outskirts of Philadelphia.
Do you trust any white women?
Yes. What are you talking about? Brooklyn white chicks be pretty sturdy a little bit, you know what I mean?
All right.
You know what I mean? If you
any white
my mother's a Brooklyn white chick.
Any white chick from New Jersey will set you up.
If you got a baby by somebody in T-Town and you're white, I've never seen them turn on them. It's not that many, but I've never seen those white girls turn on those brothers down there. No, but listen, I wanted to say something real quick. He said Marshall's Creek. First of all, big up to Marshall's Creek. Don't even try it. I was a teenager and all that. Marshall's Creek. Shout out to the M's. All right, that was whack. The Poconos is not the same thing. The Poconos does have a rain cloud around it, and this is the Dopinos. And y'all remember, I coined that a couple years ago on the show. So this is the Dopinos. So you got to be careful messing with these chicks. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be careful messing with them. That's not their makeup on their face. That's heroin. You understand what I'm saying? So don't get too close.
The coke you knows.
Yeah, exactly. What do I think about Washington, D.C.? I think that if you go to Washington, D.C., as a man, you should wear a pamper with iron latches, because 80% of the brothers down there are gay. Now, what about Reading? Reading is in the same category as Chester and Newark to me. Don't get it twisted. Wilkes-Barre is dusty. It's a little dangerous. Like West Hazleton is a little dangerous or whatever. When the Dominicans be shooting like it's the revolution. But Reading is bottom tier dusty. Like literally, like you go to.
It's fake the hood.
Huh?
It's fake the hood out there.
Their bed bugs eat roaches.
Reading.
They on steroids.
He said Lake Ariel, PA.
Hey, Jasmine.
That's where I'm originally from. Oh, okay. So you grew up around a lot of closet racism. All right, we're moving on. Before this gets too crazy. But listen, I don't mind offending anyone.
We know.
Just look down my page. So, we got Just Money in the building. First question I have for you is how... No. Before we get into that, Jasmine Galloway, good morning. First of all, before we get into the about you, what do you have coming up? What do you have dropping? What do you have that you want to tell the people about before we get in our questions?
Got you.
So all my questions are about to be answered right now, so I don't have to ask you anything.
So,
no, I'm just kidding.
Currently, right now, I have a song called "Catch Me Out." I dropped it probably like 3 weeks ago. It's on all streaming platforms. It has myself on it. It has Mo. He's singing on it. It has
Mo Notes.
Yeah, it has Rose from Orlando on it. It's a dope song. It's doing pretty well. So yeah, so that's out right now. I'm working on a new single called "Strawberries" with Shanti. You know who Shanti is.
Yeah, that sexy little.
Yeah, she sings on the low, so she's gonna be on that. That's probably coming. I say within the next 2 months. And then I've been doing a lot of freestyles. So I have a freestyle mixtape coming out where I freestyle on a lot of like industry beats, like back how they used to do it back in the day. Because I feel like at this point right now, nobody's really doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got that coming out. We're actually going to Orlando later this month to shoot the video for Catch Me. And yeah, so and we have a lot of merchandise coming out too. We have a lot of ETD merchandise. Mike has on a shirt right now.
Embody the Dream.
Yeah, Embody the Dream. A lot of merchandise. That shirt, that was like the first template of shirts. We have like a totally different line coming. So
that's dope. Yeah. That's dope. We'll talk about that off air. So definitely no. Tell them what that line is again.
So Embody the Dream. Yeah. ETD Embody the Dream. It's our brand. And it's also our clothing. We're gonna have a website coming soon, like within the next 2 weeks, where you can actually go and purchase those things. If you want anything, you can hit me up at Just Money on my Instagram, JISHMONEY money. Yeah, all my handles is Just Money, everything except my Facebook. My Facebook is my real name.
Joshua Sir Charles McCray.
Yeah, I got you.
Who said that he wanted his real name?
It's on Facebook. I hate when people be like, "Damn, you shooting out my government." Yeah, the government is watching you and your government is on Facebook.
His family on Facebook though, bro.
If they find him on Facebook, they'll see his name. Stop acting like I'm doing something crazy. Stop acting like I'm doing. Stop acting like I'm doing something crazy. He put it out there for people to know.
You put it out there.
Keisha, Great White Milf. Good morning. He said, "Let me hear something else."
No, it's not that part yet. You gotta wait.
Yeah, we're getting.
You gotta wait.
Chill out.
All right, just hold your horses.
Chill out. Jamie Marquez, how you doing? Hey, don't forget, hit that like button, drop a comment, let us know, and call in live 570-234-0033 570-234-0033. So what? How were you introduced to hip hop? What's your background? You have West Indian family, American,
Trinidadian.
So they wouldn't let you listen to rap till you were about 13.
Right? Yeah, nah, my mom. Yeah, my mom.
It's nothing but calypso, probably.
My mom was OD strict, but nah, she didn't have a problem of what I listened to. I was just telling Mike this story the other day. The actual, all right, so like, probably when I was like, this had to come out when I was like 4 or 5, right? The first rap song I ever remember hearing, like, probably, I mean, obviously I've heard songs before, but that I can actually remember, like when I was a child, was "I Love the Dough" by Jay-Z and Biggie. That was the first song I ever remember hearing. And I remember my dad was driving me through Flatbush, and that song was playing, and I'll never forget it. And then around the time that song came out, "Don't Leave Me" by Blackstreet came out, and my dad just had them things on repeat. Like he's one of those that just killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just like, all right, I don't want to hear no more. But so those were my first 2 ever like R&B and hip hop songs. You know, going back to me being able to remember.
Okay.
And it was just dope, man. I thought Jay-Z and you know Biggie, what they were doing was dope. And obviously at the time I was like 4 or 5. When Biggie died, I think I was like 4 or 5. You know, so at that time I didn't, you know, I wasn't too fond of him. Obviously I was a baby, but you know, growing up and listening to his raps, and he was ahead of his time. He really was.
Way ahead of his time.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, man, from Brooklyn, obviously. So that definitely, you know, inspired me to
Deborah Suarez
want to be a poet, because he was a poet.
Understood. So, Side, let me just piggyback off this. Your pops.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm stupid. So just listen. When you said that he listened to "I Love the Dough" and Blackstreet, it let me know that there was a little bit of a savage in him. It sounds to me as if he was in the middle of trying to be a good father and trying to be a good man, but getting to that bread. That's what it sounded like. All right.
He was in the stage of leaving my mom and getting to the money. That's why it was the "Don't Leave Me, Girl."
Yeah.
And then he was trying to get to the, you know, he's trying to get to the bag. Yeah, I mean, my dad was in and out of my life. He's not in my life right now. He's not in my life right now. So that was one of the only memories I have of him.
Understood.
You know?
Is he straight from Trinidad?
No, he's not Trinidadian. He's straight American. My mom is.
Oh, your mom, is she straight from Trinidad?
No, she wasn't born. She was born here. My grandmother was born there.
Okay.
My mom is the second oldest. My first aunt was born in Trinidad, and then my grandmother moved here. And
I just love those.
My mom's one of those. She's one of those Trinidadians that like her accent don't come out until she gets around other people.
Or gets mad.
Oh yeah.
Or gets mad.
Yeah, or she get mad.
Yeah, no, that happens with the majority of West Indian,
especially if
families.
they've been here for a while too. I love those coming from the island to America stories. Those are the best stories, to me anyway.
No, definitely. Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah. My pops didn't play that banana boat business. He ain't like none of the banana boat jokes.
Well, you know, I already told you my parents told me that I was actually sent here on a banana boat, and my name was Rufus Elderbar, and I got a sex change when I was a baby. They used to tell me this when I was a baby.
They used to tell you that you got a sex change
when I was a baby. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. Who tells that to a 3-year-old? Who tells that? Both
Carrie
of them.
Harrison, good morning.
Both of them.
Dope. Shoulders make sense now.
Shut up. No, both of them. They told me this. Like, who tells that to a 3-year-old? Who tells that to a child? That is abuse.
Oh man. So, all right. So you say obviously you're from Brooklyn. So when you were coming up, being as though Biggie was already gone when you were a kid, you know. So when you came into being, who was your first favorites? Like when you decided to pick music that you listened to. I don't know if you were 12, you were 15, you were whatever you were, but who were your first favorites?
Right before I moved into Pennsylvania, I had to be like 13. It was probably like 2003. 50 Cent, Red Hot. I mean, before 50 Cent came out, obviously you had like Jay-Z and Nas, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, doing what they were doing, but like he was like in Brooklyn, like when he dropped, he was like the it guy. He was like, yo, I want to be like, I'm in G Unit.
He was in G Unit.
I got the wife beaters with the thick straps, the thick bacon straps, you know what I'm saying? and the 50 Cent, yo, it was Red Hot, yeah. And then after 50 Cent, Around that same time, it was Cassidy. It's
Yeah,
Cassidy.
Cassidy
He
was-
dropped
this guy?
Hustler versus Problem in 2005.
That was my first ringtone.
Yeah, that album
Cassidy.
was hard. That album changed my life.
I still move work from the AM to the PM. That was my first ringtone.
No.
That was my first.
Freestyles where he was like, I'm a phone call away from some and a pay from the customers.
And Hotel
Man,
was
he
my
used
favorite
to
song.
snap. Man, you used to listen to his little commercial, little snapping.
Yeah, I used to listen to the freestyles too, but I was young and I was a girl. I said was.
Never. When was this? When were you a woman, James?
Shut up. I just realized you was talking to me.
So, I'm digging the Cassidy. I understand that too. 50 Cent was, I had G-Unit sneakers. I had S.Dot Carters. I was like,
I don't think I had anything to do in it.
I was really, really heavily influenced by hip hop. I had Outkast pants.
This boy from New Orleans had the chain, had the G-Unit spinner chain. We used to all share that jump back in 6th grade. Hey!
Yeah, the spinning chains were embarrassing.
I'm bringing them back.
I remember that G-Unit hoodie. I was dead fresh. I had this G-Unit zip up. Anyway, so yeah, I was a little bit older than him, but I definitely was in that 50 Cent era. So, how do you feel about the current state of hip hop?
Speak on it.
I don't know. You know what? All right, so I just have questions. Like, I want to know when did the criteria to be a popular artist, like you have to have multicolor dreads and tattoos on your face? It seems like if you don't have that right now, like you're not. They don't look at you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, like, nah, he's corny. Like, if I just come with a dark Caesar and in a fresh face, they're like, nah, we can't market them. Like, you need like rainbow colored dreads and tattoos all over your face and to just be out there. Like, it's so like acceptable in hip hop now. Like, I'm just so confused.
Demi, good morning. Yo, I agree. I just think that we have to I think that as a whole, what we got to do in hip hop and in I said it the other day, we need a black CIA. We need a group of people that has we need a central intelligence agency that protects and not just propagates us. You know what I'm saying? So what I think we need to do in hip hop, because at the same time you got these funny color hair, you have Joey Badass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, so you can kind of like, parallel each of the foolery. But I do understand what you're saying. None of these songs that are on the top, and I don't mean to single this brother out, but none of these songs that are on these Billboard charts are being played in these clubs, or are they being requested? You know what I mean? Maybe 2 Gummo and the other song, but like he has 8 songs in the Billboard, and none of them are I'm in the places.
See, what the
I'm with the
is,
DJs.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What the problem is like a lot of those other songs, they'll get 8 million views, but it really be like 4 million people playing it like a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? Playing it a lot, so that it's actually getting played in these different places that you could tell people like it. With him, is everybody's paying attention to what he's doing, so you have so many people that'll go and click on it, where it might be just 8 million people watching it one time, but he still gets the credit for those views.
Yeah, because we was been trying to get my little brother's video up or whatever, so we tried to play it and it wouldn't give us another view. You have to do it from another phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
you can only give yourself one view.
Yeah, or however many views in a day, or however many.
No, I think you can only give yourself one view, but anybody else could give you a certain amount of
Yeah,
views.
but what I'm saying is, even though it's him
Mm-hmm.
and I'm me, you know what I mean? I'm a different person, and I look for my phone or something, and I go click on it. I can't give him mad views. I can only give him one view.
I said
And then, in order for him to get more views, I would have to tell him, "Yo, go on and look at YouTube or whatever." You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
it.
They
They can't give him more than one.
people always pay attention to clowns. He also said that was cute. Capri said, "Hip hop is created by the youth for the youth. That's what these kids are into these days." I kind of agree with that, but I kind of disagree because Grandmaster Flash and them was in their 30s already. You know what I'm saying? When they was making those songs, Houdini and them was like up there already. It wasn't like it was created for our community, by our community. I could say that. It was created for us, by us.
But if you go back to the prehistoric times,
prehistoric hip hop.
Damn.
Yeah, prehistoric times, the prehistoric hip hop. It wasn't about no lyricism. It wasn't even really about the rappers. It was
about the
mostly
DJs.
Mm-hmm. And then when the rappers was on it, they was trash.
They had the nursery rhyme flow.
Well, the DJs kind of created
wasn't trash, but a lot of them was bada and saying stuff like that. So and it was about like when they used to battle back then. The battles used to be about who can get the crowd dancing the most. Mm-hmm. So if you go now, if you real talk, if you really go and
MC
take like
means move the crowd.
What's his name? What's his name? The white boy. He half black, but he look white. Logic. Go to a Logic concert, and then you go to who's somebody that we said Famous Dex, and look at the crowd and their reaction to it, and compare it to the original hip hop crowds from back in the day. Famous Dex crowd gonna look more like the old hip hop crowds than Logic would.
Yeah,
and Logic might be a bad excuse, but I mean, anybody who they look up and say is real lyrical and don't ever put out that type of music.
This
anybody
topic.
Want to replace?
So how do you? Wait, go ahead.
Sorry, this topic I'm always indecisive about because we all grew up in an era where there was real hip hop at one point, and then now it's evolved into something else. But the kids that are younger than us, that's all they know.
Yeah.
They don't know about, the old school stuff unless they were taught that or unless their parents put them onto it or whoever. They don't know about that.
Well, go do your research.
Right. Go do your research. But at the same time, when I was growing up, I didn't know. The only reason I knew was because I grew up with my mom and my father. You know what I mean? Because they were young. They had me at a young age. And
a lot of these chicks is raised by wolves.
All they know is...
Anyway, so I'm very indecisive because it's me. I'm kind of torn because it's like, now, a lot of the music that's out, like the down south and even the new regular stuff, I like because of the beats. And if you actually listen to them, they're saying what they've been through. They can't talk about what nobody else has been through because it's not nobody else.
Argue that.
Caller, you live?
It was good as Bam.
Bam.
I wanted to call in because I heard y'all was talking about just like the state of hip hop and talking about basically the clownery that goes on now. I just want to bring to the attention and then ask a question because a lot of people forget there's always been clownery in hip hop.
I was about to get to that, brother.
You've always had the real rappers. You've always had the people that like to make songs. You've always had the people that made party music, dance music, and then you had that subgroup of just people who were clowns who somehow made it in hip hop. I mean, like, look at Humpty.
By the way, I wasn't done. I might have.
But at the same time, what I want to ask is, I wanted to ask, like, with all of the differences, like you got the people that's doing the clowning and stuff, and then you have the people that's out here, really spitting lyrics. How important do y'all think it is to actually be living what you're saying?
Jish?
Because I feel like that makes a lot of difference into why there may be more clownery nowadays. Because being a thug, being a gangster is not really the wave no more. You have a lot of people that really still, try that move and, like...
No, you got people who tell on social media.
He did it to get to a point that he at now, and then if you see him now, he surrounded himself with security guards. But it's like you reach that certain status after, all of the gangster stuff, and then you branch out. But I want to know how important y'all think it is for the culture of hip-hop to actually be living out what you're saying.
Well, I think it's important because it ain't like, this ain't no fantasy world that we live in. Hip-hop was supposed to be raw. It's supposed to be the voice of the streets. So if you're not really living that gutter life, if you ain't really living wild, you cannot properly teach, display a point. You cannot teach a lesson through something that you had no experience in.
Basically, just be yourself always, no matter what you do. Be yourself.
Because at the end of the day, like it's not even healthy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX, he was rapping about whatever he was doing back in the 90s, but he was actually doing it. And you know what I'm saying? If somebody ran up on him, they'd have to suffer the repercussions. If 6ix9ine is rapping about stuff that he's not really doing, they're gonna pull that card. And you know what I'm saying?
Which they did.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, like, fans want something that they could relate to. You know what I'm saying? We listen to hip hop because we've been through that, and you're talking about our experience through your music, and we can relate to that.
You have to be relatable.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to be relatable. So it's like you making all this clownery music, and you really not doing what you.
I mean, you could really be a clown. They could really be clowns.
Yeah,
That's
if
what I
you're a
was about
clown.
to say.
Yeah,
So
if you're a
clown, be the clown.
That's why we are where we are now, because of how we were all brought up on hip hop. I believe, in my opinion, I think that's exactly why we're at the point we're at now. Because there's a lot of kids out here who don't live that lifestyle. Like, for example, Mac Miller. He's a dope rapper, but he ain't really got nothing to talk about because he was born rich.
So talk about that.
A bunch of bull.
Talk about
he
that.
He talk about a bunch of bull. That's what he do. He talk about.
But that's why he fell off.
He talk about how something he might have saw when he was tripping on the drug one day or something like that. But I think that's why we are, and I just want to get your opinions on it. Basically, like with hip hop,
supposed to be in hip hop.
Previously, like I'm gonna say from the 80s to early to mid 2000s, and then separate like from mid 2000s to now. Do you think that that's the reason why we are where we are in hip hop? Because a lot of these kids don't live that lifestyle, never lived that lifestyle, and probably never will. So we get a bunch of, I hate to say it, but crap.
I don't.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't think that the game has changed because of the clowns. Because you know what? Like, honestly, be yourself, whatever. If you rock orange hair, whatever the case, do that. But there's just no substance behind anything you say. It doesn't matter what you've been through. You don't got to be a gangster to be a rapper. That's that's why they separate it with gangster rap and regular rap, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
You need experience.
But I don't think that anybody these days has any substance. Just talk about what you go through. It's your craft, it's your art. You know, if you was rich living in the suburbs, do that. We have a person that we know, Bianca. She what's her name? The poet girl that's on NOC. She was born in the suburbs. She literally talks about all the bad things, or whatever. I heard the one poem. I loved it. She was talking about how there's like, this is what happens in the suburbs. People get drunk.
It's actually called suburbs.
Exactly. She was like, we party and get drunk in the suburbs or whatever. Like whatever. She was talking about what she actually been through, and I love that because it's like you don't have to be hard, or you don't have to be from a certain place to be able to express yourself.
Can I say one thing?
All right. Before I hang up, I want to ask one question real quick to the guests. You being an artist yourself, I know y'all see it because I see it. Everybody gotta see it. The uprising and the rapid movement of Caucasian rappers, white rappers. A lot of these dudes rap better content, rap better than the urban kids, and they do exactly what y'all said. They talk about their lives. Like you got Asher Roth, who freaking got popular off a song about college.
Yeah.
And you got Lil Dicky out here. He basically joke raps. He ain't really got nothing serious that he can rap about that he been through. So he talk. But I want to know, like, do you think that now it's gotten to a point where you have more white rappers actually pushing the real agenda of hip hop than black rappers?
Hell no.
Not at all.
Hell no.
I was just about
They're
to get
culture vultures. Who are we talking about? Even Logic is a culture vulture. Why? Is he black biologically? Yes. Is he black culturally? No. There's black people who aren't black culturally. Like so when it comes down to some of them, there's some nice cats. Yellow Wolf needs to blow up. You understand what I'm saying? Yellow Wolf needs to blow up. But
do you think he's a culture vulture though? Do you think Yellow Wolf is
Yellow Wolf grew up in a trailer park. He grew up he's one of these.
Yellow Wolf rap about that actual trailer park life he went through.
Period.
He rap about driving a Chevy and
listen to Yellow Wolf.
Having a Coors Miller Light in the car while he driving. He rap about that country life.
So I think DJ Venom, what up? Quick Draw was good this morning.
Because my understanding of culture vulture is not up to par then, because I don't know what you guys mean when you say that. I want to put the culture vulture thing aside, because I get what y'all saying, but what I'm asking is...
that's why they can't push the real hip-hop agenda. They can't do it because they're vultures.
All right, let me reword the question then. I mean, as in keeping the real art alive. Not keeping the real art alive, but up, like basically standing up to what the real art of hip hop was, which is basically speaking your truth and rapping about it, but with actual lyrical content. You're rapping where people can actually understand you, enunciating your words, and actually using real flows and real rhythm versus just let me get doped up, go in this booth, and I'm gonna spit some fire.
Can I say this?
I get what he's saying.
Okay,
I get what he's saying. I have. Just like yesterday, I came across like two white dudes, and they were pretty dope. One was like freestyling on Sway in the morning, and he was doing an actual dope job. But they're always gonna have that stigma of that Eminem on them. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you ever see a white rapper and he's rapping and he's talented,
overrated.
They're like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to be another Eminem or whatever. They're always gonna have that stigma, and
just because he's a white rapper.
Yes, and I even if they're talented, they're just not going, and they're not gonna be accepted in the hip hop culture the way a black dude with dreads. You know what I'm saying? It's just we just wouldn't have it, even if they were super duper talented. You have to understand, Eminem was the first of his breed. You know what I'm saying? He was amazingly talented, and we never seen anything like it. He was an anomaly, so that's why he went where he went. But like everybody following up after him, they're not gonna get the chance. They'll make money and get exposure, but they're not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like on Mount Rushmore.
To that regard.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I think that, and this is whatever, this is my opinion, this has nothing to do with the rest of Xclusive, but most of the time, if you're not in the community, you can't talk about things that go on inside the community. That's like people from LA talking about
how Philly is run,
gun violence in Chicago, things like that, or the murder rate in Chicago. So basically what I'm saying is, they don't, like, no matter what you say, like, okay, I'll take it like this. How many people down south can relate more to what Trick Daddy was talking to versus what Jizza was talking about?
Extended the show.
Alright. But you get what I'm saying?
Okay, so real quick.
I get you.
How many people could relate more to I'm trying not to go like keep people that was nice but simple. How many more people could relate to Kodak Black versus they can relate to a Logic? So way more people that can take Kodak's story and maybe even dissect it and learn from it than Logic. And the hip hop community was the voice for the people who didn't have, for the young, for the impoverished. Yes. So they're not keeping nothing alive. All of that big word fast rapping things like that.
So even with rappers like Tyga, who obviously he had money pretty much his whole life, and he still tries to kind of rap from a perspective that regular people who grew up in the projects, who grew up, broke, who grew up, in hard times. He tries to rap from that perspective and branch out to that community. But you see somebody like him, like exactly what you're saying, somebody like him is never reaching that status because
whack is whack.
Exactly.
Never lived it. He never really lived it.
Exactly. Whack is whack. That's the point that I'm making.
Hold on, let me get this out, because he said a couple of things I wanted to touch on. I disagree with you because you're giving them you're saying that everything that they're spitting is lyrical, is enunciated.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? So I disagree there because isn't Lil Pump and Lil Xan white?
No,
aren't they white?
I don't even know.
Mexican.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Lil Xan is white, Lil Pump Mexican.
Even 6ix9ine is Mexican and does not. He's not the Mexican that says yes. I know that the second largest amount of slaves went to Mexico. With the first largest amount went to Brazil, second largest amount went to Mexico. He's not one of those Mexicans that says that. So to me, they're all the only thing that I can't say that he's not a vulture because he is a part of the culture. You understand? He's from that neighborhood.
His name is Clarence, and him and his parents had a real good marriage.
But there's a lot of people whose parents had a good marriage, but they were in the neighborhood and they were working too hard to actually, and the kid was raised by that neighborhood. So culturally, it's different than racially.
The old gangs, all of the OGs from back in the day said that they came from middle class homes. With two parents in the home.
Well, the middle class is what failed. That's what made the poverty. That's what made the poverty. So what I'm saying about the white rappers, and even about living, because I didn't get to say about living how important it is to live what you say. Number one, if you can't, a lot of people can't Like, they're gonna test you, and I think that's what somebody said, that eventually somebody's gonna, like my homeboy says, somebody's gonna cash in those wolf tickets you're selling. So now eventually it becomes fake, right? Because if you're gonna have a continuous career, now you have to either prove that you had these plugs and you had this, because you're gonna have stories. You understand what I'm saying? So then now you fall off, and now you gotta follow a trend. And this is what happens with a lot of artists that are not living their truth. They end up having to follow trends, and they end up falling off. Or the thing like a Fetty Wap, the thing that they're going with, that same sound is so melodic. The same thing that's about to happen with T Grizzly. It's so individual that people get tired of it. So people get tired of certain things. So you have to be a little bit more genuine.
I was tired of T Grizzly off his third song. I was tired of T Grizzly because it sounded all his songs sounded.
I gotta go, but I'm gonna definitely keep listening though, y'all. Keep up the good work. Xclusive FM all day, boy.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
Appreciate the love, brother.
Yeah, it's unfortunate what happened to Fetty Wap. I think what happened to him is he had a sound that was so different.
You said that like he died.
It was unfortunate how he lost that other eye.
These are things that I was really talking about the other day. He had a sound that was so like different and so like offbeat, and he was the first. And then everybody was like, "Oh, I want to rap offbeat," and you know what I'm saying. And then it was just like you just get lost in the crowd where, you know, and
there's
like
a dude out here been rapping offbeat the whole time.
And you're just not original no more.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyway. So I definitely agree with you. There's a lot of people nowadays that sound the same. Me and another person just had this conversation the other day. I asked him if he liked somebody. I was like, "Oh, do you like Young Blue?" Because I happen to like Young Blue or whatever. I like, you know, the new Gunna and Lil Baby or whatever. And he was just like, I don't like Young Blue because I know, but I like it for my own reasons. I don't think they have substance. I don't think they can rap. I don't think none of that. I like it for my own reasons. Like as far as hip hop wise, no, I don't think they should be in hip hop. None of that. No, whatever.
Should be in hip hop. But saying they shouldn't be on no pedestal.
But yeah, they shouldn't. But I asked him. I was like, "Do you like Young Blue?" He's like, "Nah," because they all sound the same. I'm like, "But you listen to Gunna and Lil Baby and whatever." He was like, "Yeah, but they're better than him or whatever." And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. How you gonna listen to one? How you gonna pick out of the crew if they all sound the same? How you gonna pick out of the crew?
Let me tell you what.
This is what he said before, because it might be the same thing. He said, "Well, if somebody's doing it better than he is, then I'm gonna listen to the one that's doing
that's
it better."
stupid.
And I was like, that don't make no sense. You're
That's stupid. I was about to say that people can resonate with certain things. What I say all the time is that I gave 21 Savage a chance because
21.
I know 21 Savages. No, he's trash. 21. But I know 21 Savages.
That's the only reason why I like him, because he does that.
Right?
I like ad libs.
No, but I know people that are like, I know Troubles. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know no Lil Xans and no Lil Pumps.
Trash. 21 was the man who said, "What's your mama house? What's your grandma house?" Keep
and he was fronting.
Somebody died.
And he was fronting because he ain't wetting nobody grandma house.
He had the slut.
You understand? Happy birthday, Bankroll Fresh on everything.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Rest in peace, Bankroll Fresh, man.
Yo, his
welcome your trap and take over your trap.
His son or his nephew? I always forget. His nephew. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I see him like it was actually around the time that he passed or whatever, when he did pass away.
Yeah, they real hunters.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick, we forgot. Now that we're saying that,
music and stuff.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to the elder of my family, this side of my family, my Uncle James. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Can you say it?
Yeah, as a name. Yeah.
Huh? Nah, we extended the show.
Oh, okay, so Richard.
Thank God.
No, they call him. They call him. My grandmother called him
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a name.
So I wanted to say Uncle Dick.
Yeah, that's a name. You can say it.
Unc, happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, let me tell you a little story real quick about 2 summers ago. I went to the what it was, a Brooklyn Jewish hospital. I forgot what hospital it was. Right? Maybe he was in Manhattan, I don't know. When I went upstairs in that room, he was laying on the bed, and I thought it was gonna be the last time I spoke to him.
Yeah.
This is my grandmother's older brother. I left out of there shaking. This is when I was born, we lived in 423. They lived in 425. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, he came to New York in the 40s and 50s or whatever, and my grandmother and her mother, because they had different mothers, they came in a couple years after him. He's about 5-6 years older than my grandmother. I thought it was gonna be the last time I seen him. Last year went and checked him. He stays in a building that has a retina scanning, and that's how he gets in the building. And my little cousin, either him or my little cousin Raven or his daughter has to come because they have retina scanning in the building in Brooklyn. And when I went and seen him, he was chilling. Went and got me one of these mics we got in the studio. He gave me, and I still carried it around and use it because my 80-year-old uncle gave me the mic, and he was climbing up in the closet, and then I FaceTime my grandmother in Texas for him to talk, and it was just crazy. So shout out to my Uncle James, man. That's that story right there. And then this is another birthday.
Happy
you know
birthday.
what I'm saying?
Happy birthday.
You know what I mean? Yeah, a couple years ago he was in that hospital, but he's still kicking in his 80. Like, yo, only I hope God blesses me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout out to my uncle. But if anybody else has any birthdays, real quick, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday,
happy birthday, Mariah Mickens. Happy birthday, Tiana Darian. Happy birthday, Caroline Veronica. And happy birthday, Lizzie Barrios.
Happy birthday, Mariah Mickens. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday, Jasmine Jewett. And happy birthday, Erin Conway.
Happy birthday, Rizzy Ortiz. Relly Rells Fiasco.
Is that in relation to Lupe
That's a
Fiasco?
woman.
Oh. Is that any relation to Lupe Fiasco?
It looks like it. Well, it doesn't really look like it because she looks like she could be Hispanic.
Yeah, Lupe,
anyway.
Lupe was Spanish. Lupe.
Lizzie
Lupe.
Shut up.
Lizzie Barrios, happy birthday. Caroline Veronica, happy birthday. Let me see what on my page what I have. Those were the exclusive radio birthdays. Let me go ahead. Almost forgot the birthdays. Alexandrian Clemens, happy birthday. Mariah Mickens, happy birthday. Keno Velli, happy birthday. So basically, T-Town, what up? Shout out to all the August birthdays, man. Yeah, those Warriors was born in August. Where is Keno's is tomorrow. My bad. Yeah, a couple birthdays coming up. So happy birthday, everybody. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Oh man, my friends are stupid. So real quick, what were they talking about? Relative to your real life situation, not that you're tough or something, but I know a lot of dudes, tough dudes, that never lived in the hood, straight from the burbs or the mountains. Yo, I'm from the burbs and the mountains, and I'm tough. So it's like, to be honest with you, I don't. Everywhere I go, man, I know people from Warrenton, Georgia, man. If you never heard of it, I know people from Briar Creek. First of all, they wrestle bears down there in Briar Creek, so you got to be careful. You know what I mean? Briar Creek in Georgia. I think that's where Mahalia Jackson is from. Mahalia Jackson or Minnie Riperton. Minnie Riperton from Briar Creek. So I don't play anybody short, man. I don't play anybody short. I'm sure you paid attention to the show before, so you know that we go all types of avenues and areas. There's a couple of different things that we didn't get to, but I don't play anywhere short. So back to what I was saying about the different artists, I listen to certain people because I lived in a couple different places. Mm-hmm. So I was saying I don't know 21 Savage. I know 21 Savages. I know Lil Tattoo, Dreadhead, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I know those dudes that talk like him. I can't do the same thing for Insane Clown Posse. When Insane Clown Posse was, I couldn't listen to it because I can't resonate with them at all. I'm not walking around with paint on my face doing stupid stuff. So, and not to say all Insane Clown Posse, but you understand what I'm saying. At the same time, when Linkin Park
that's what I'm saying.
And different groups were out, I could listen to a Linkin Park. Why? Because I'm going to Eastburg with people who
Linkin Park was dope, though.
Yeah, but so was there were other maybe I shouldn't say Insane Clown Posse. I should say somebody else that was dope that I didn't get a chance to listen to. Even Taylor Swift. I don't get with her. She's fake, but I don't get with her. So, but a Linkin Park, there's different Red Hot Chili Peppers back in the day.
Red Hot Chili Peppers was dope.
That we knew that were like them.
Like
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I can listen to them. I can, you know what I mean? So certain people, it doesn't really get with me. I'm not used to it right now. People been dyeing their dread tips and dyeing their hair. That's not even this thing. It's just the blue and the pinks and the all that.
Y'all
like,
all know who started that. Hey,
he these still has remnants
back in the day.
He still has remnants of color on his dread.
I started
one dread. You have to find it.
Started the swag out here. 6ix9ine, Famous Dex, all of them. Lil Uzi, all of them got.
First of all, it was T-Pain who started the color dress. I'm just kidding.
No, but so just
he was dyeing his tips pink.
I'll smack the blonde out your body.
He looked very offended. So Jish, what do you think? Who are your favorite new artists, and who your least favorite artist?
All right, so
when I say new, I'm sorry. When I say new, I mean aside from Kendrick Lamar and them, you know they've been out a decade now.
Yeah, they've been out for forever. Brent Faiyaz, he's an R&B singer. Actually, he was on he sings the hook for Crew and with Godlink. The She Sees Money, y'all. Yeah, he had his album came out in October. Probably one of the dopest albums I've heard in years. Like whoever like mixes his music, and you know he just turned 20. But like he's like so like his music is like so 90s R&B is ridiculous, like from his like melodies.
That's
and
the wave.
And
that's
his
the wave I
ad-libs
be
and
on.
everything. So yeah, he's definitely one of my you know, favorite artists right now. New I don't know. Let me look. Cause
or newer or newer to you. Do you let me see. What about Jay Critch?
who?
Jay Critch.
Jay Critch.
Not so much.
I like Jay Critch.
Comethazine.
You know what? I like even though he's been out for a while, but he just revamped his style. I like Donald Glover. I'm not even gonna call him Childish Gambino. I'll call him Donald Glover. And
you look like a Donald Glover, a loving enter.
I don't know what that means. But nah, yeah. I mean, he did the whole rap thing, and I wasn't really. I mean, I was a fan of the rap, but it wasn't like, you know, he was rapping about, you know, being
that's what Donald Glover is.
Being rich, you know. But you know, now that he's on this whole Afrocentric and singing, and you know, he's really taking music from the 70s and redoing it, and like with the Bootsy Collins and the Redbone.
He's a very talented man.
Yes.
He's very talented.
Yes.
Do I like him? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
Do I like him?
Very talented. Do I like him?
Shut up.
But like,
am I gonna request him? Hell
definitely
no.
not.
I'm not one to really. Like, I listen to a lot of old stuff. Like, I still listen to a lot of like Nita Baker and, you know, old stuff like that. I don't really I give everything new.
You be trying to get them guts, boy. You ain't fooling me.
I listen to Jodeci. They was crack.
Come on, that's on my title right now. I was listening to Come and Talk to Me all day yesterday in my feelings. But
I was listening. You Got Me Fiending.
Yeah, I play that candle burn music. But I give everything a chance. I give everything a chance. And
no. Let's talk about this. Give everything a chance. We're gonna leave off there. I'm gonna give you a chance to come back to.
Okay.
Let's talk about what you just said, though. You brothers are cheap. You know why? You know why? Because you want the music to do the job that y'all supposed to do. I know. I know what y'all got going on here, man. Because you know what?
Sets the mood.
No, because nowadays these hoes ain't loyal, right? Back in the day, it was, girl, you know I love
like
you.
That for a girl 25 and up. If she is any younger than 25,
she don't know how to clean the cat.
You better throw on some Lil Baby or Jade. Throw on some Lil Baby.
I like old school stuff. I like the old school stuff.
I was just joking, Jade.
She want to hear Cardi. She want to hear Cardi.
No, the freak, I don't. I don't want to hear.
No, not you. I'm talking about, you know, the 25 and
honestly, if you're on drugs, and trying to get the mood right, that trap music is the way to go.
You better go. I was just about to say, you better throw on some Future Vandross.
I was start playing.
Oh, you gonna spend a check on me? I spend a check.
Oh, for real? You want to see me twerk some? Okay. You know, like they gotta get up.
So, Jish, about what you were saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we left off. You know what? You know what? Okay. I'll put Cardi B on my list. I like Cardi B, even though I heard she doesn't write a lick of her own music, which I have a problem with.
Is that a pun? Wait, is that ironic that you use lick? Am I using these words right?
No. You like Cardi B.
You killing the joke.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
We don't know what you mean. A lick. She's looking like she got a lick.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't write that ish.
Nah,
and his name is
I heard she don't write it, but like, I be in the car when that come on, you know what I'm saying, and I could bop to it.
I like Cardi.
I could bop to it.
I like Cardi.
She got a cool story. She was stripping, you know. She did the whole Love and Hip Hop thing.
Isn't that like Eve's story? It was an Eve stripping, and
Eve was really spitting though.
Yeah, no, Eve is one of my.
He was really spitting.
I love Eve.
Eve
me too.
didn't have social
and I
media.
actually think that she was pretty.
Living.
I'm the only one. One of the only people who thought she was pretty.
Gorgeous, like her.
Eve was not pretty until she got money.
Very African looking.
She was the illest, vicious pit bull in the skirt.
African Philly looking, right?
Yeah, but why is that not okay?
She looked like an African.
What is wrong wrong with her? Nothing. She looked like she was dead from a tribe.
Because
that was
everybody
dope.
from
in Philly,
right? That was dope. Like
everybody from Philly
her lips used to be
and
popping.
everybody from Africa ain't cute. That's
no,
why.
they're not. They're not. But if you
was.
really look at her features, what is ugly about her? She
Her
got
face.
a cute. She got a cute little button nose. She
Have
got
you
some
ever seen somebody
voluptuous
with-
lips? She got some nice eyes.
First of all, she
Jay,
wouldn't be able to
Jay.
smell a threat coming. So she's no good mothering my child.
She's a pit bull in a skirt, so you knew that she'd be able to smell anything coming.
I have a question though. Right? Have you ever seen a girl with pretty features, but when it's all put together, she's
It's
ugly
ugly.
in the long
Yes,
run?
because I'd be like, yo,
Yeah.
You see her lips by itself. You see
Yeah.
you see her eyes by themselves.
Well,
But then
you
you be
be
like,
like,
whoa.
Girl, you should be Muslim. Just show your
Where
eyes.
is your hijab? No, but
I want to wear one. I think I'm gonna become Muslim.
So Jish, like we were saying,
I want a lot of wives.
about the current state of music. So who are your? I gotta ask everybody this. What did she just say?
Nothing.
I gotta ask everybody this. I think we went through this before, but we got new listeners, new place. You know what I mean? New day. Come on, what's good? Who are your favorite? Who are your favorites? I asked who are your new favorites, or a couple people that we were mentioning, but now before we get into the all-time top, who are your least favorites?
Like least favorites of all time or like right now?
Just give me 5 all-time, 5 right now.
All right.
Damn, that's a lot.
Sorry, listen.
There's a lot of trash.
Before I get into the 5 all time, because this is like a very like touchy subject for some people. So when I say my list, it's not
And
like
this is least favorite.
no. I'm gonna say who my favorite is first.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So when I say it, it's not like who I think the greatest of all times is. It's who I like, who I grew up listening to, who I related to the most.
Who your favorites
You know what I'm
are.
saying? So like,
Yes.
all right,
Right,
because
Terry.
Biggie, I'm gonna say that Biggie and Tupac are not on my list, right? And when you say that to some people, they're like, "Whoa!" Like, but I'm not discrediting them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that they're not top 5 rappers of all time. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is my favorite. You know, some people like they hear your top 5 and then they're like, they want to have a barbershop debate. But I'm just saying who my favorite MCs are of all time. So, my 5 are Jay-Z, Fabulous, Cassidy, DMX, and Lil Wayne.
Yo, that's a hell of
agree
a.
with you.
That's a hell of a.
As soon as he said DMX, I was like, primo. I couldn't even look at
What?
him. I couldn't even look at him.
What? You said DMX. DMX changed my life. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
When It's Dark and Hell is Hot came out, it was dark and hell was hot. Understand what I'm saying?
I was feeling it. I was in the streets.
What? Oh man, I was in school, but
Selling mixtapes.
I was in school, but I was in school, but it was still
It was hot.
it was still rough. So you
We had to
said
get it in them all
DMX,
ways.
Jay-Z,
Mhm.
Cassidy,
Mm-hmm.
Lil Wayne.
Fabulous. And then if I had to pick somebody off the bench, it would be Beanie Siegel, but we're not gonna go that deep.
I can agree with a lot of these people.
But again, it's just
You
my
ain't got
favorite.
enough Southern
It's just my
artists on
favorite.
there
You know
for
what I'm
me,
saying?
but I agree.
Bam said, "I will say they not top 5." Sorry.
They're not your top 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like
They're not your top 5.
There's just my who I grew up listening to, who I related to the most. You know what I'm saying? My favorite. But if we're gonna have top 5 all time, that's a totally different debate. You know,
Who's your favorite running
And
back?
Fab
of all
is
time?
definitely one of my top 5.
Who's your
Fab is
favorite
my
running
husband.
running back. Oh wow.
Oh, so yeah, so you do a football thing. That's right.
Right now, like all time,
All time.
probably Barry Sanders.
When's your birthday?
January 31st.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise. I know this
So that
brother.
make you an
I-
Aquarius?
I know this
Yes,
brother knew a little bit about his stuff.
My
Barry
friend.
Sanders was that man.
My friend, my sign.
Shut up.
Get it your own
man.
life.
He ruined my life. He retired at 29,
ruined my
30 years
life.
old. Why didn't he just go somewhere else and win a chip? So I like that pick. I like that pick. DMX is definitely in my top. Pause. Jay-Z. I see Jay-Z and Biggie are different, so I don't like to put them in a category because like Biggie is like a rap guy, so it's like people who are great to me, but it's like Biggie, you get put in a different. He was 25, like he was.
Mad young.
It was like, you know what I'm saying. It was a lot that went on and a lot that he said that separates them. So,
Boom. Why don't we do it like this? Why don't we take the best rapper from each borough instead of doing
Well, because some people's favorites aren't from New York.
And
Okay, but I'm not talking to everybody else. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you. 'Cause y'all from New York, y'all from Brooklyn, so why don't we do this? Because you would be like, okay, what? Big E was from Brooklyn. Big L is
Nah, Big L isn't
Big
on my
L
top.
Harlem,
Isn't on my list.
but that's mine. Big L Harlem, Pun Bronx,
Pun
Nas
isn't
Queens.
on my list.
I'm not talking about the actual list. I'm talking about the boroughs.
Oh,
Excuse me.
I'm following you. I'm following you.
This Gucci Man LaFleur, Decatur. We got T.I. over there on Bankhead. Then we got Waka Flocka from Clayco.
From Riverdale.
Then you know we gotta have Migos, all three of them.
But hold up, the SWATs though. When you get down into them SWATs and stuff, you gotta get Outkast and everybody. No, but listen, real quick. So, my least favorite are anybody who is really clout chasing. And when I say clout chasing, I'm not using it in the broad term that people use it and don't understand what. Because clout chasing started with gangs.
I was just about to say, like, the new,
you understand, chasing clout or chasing or getting your rep up.
Yeah, this new clout chasing thing is totally different.
Bam, you about to get shot. You talking about killing me? Talking about I feel like they are giving a pass for dying. Get your disrespectful stuff out of here.
They're giving a pass
for dying.
Talk about Biggie and Tupac.
No, I understand that, but
no, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You want to know why? Because still, people with 8 to 10 bodies of work still can't touch what Biggie was saying in his one album. None of it. And that's the point. That's the point that we're making.
So there's no album that's as good as Ready to Die. There's never been an album as good as Ready to Die.
I never said that, but lyrically,
there's none.
Lyrically,
there's none.
I never said that. What I'm saying is,
guys,
if there's 8 to 10, if people got 8 to 10 bodies of work, and he only got one, and we're calling him the best, but they got how many? Obviously, okay, yeah, somewhere in there you got it right somehow, maybe, but it took you how many tries to get it? Biggie did it in one try.
Oh, I get what she's saying there. But guys, we have a guest.
I'm sorry, guest.
No, this is great. This is great. But another reason why, Biggie's not on my list is because
and
like I said, when he died,
I'm sorry. He said Eminem. Could kill them both.
He's bugging. Eminem is way overrated.
When he died, I was only like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? So everything that he was rapping about, and I didn't get to hear it until I was like in my teens. You know what I'm saying? Like with these rappers,
and then you had to be older to understand some of the references to even know what he's talking about.
And
exactly.
When you listen to it now, it's
buildings
still
get tore down.
I can appreciate it now. You know what I'm saying? More, but it's like I didn't grow up with it. Like when I was in high school, Hov was still dropping albums, and I was like, what
he's talking about is still relevant.
Yes. Nah, yeah, he was definitely ahead of his time.
He talked about him dying right before he died. How far ahead of your time could you be? Okay. He literally had a whole album.
Actually, he wasn't that. He wasn't that far ahead of his time.
That was like a good 4 years before he died after that song.
Shut up.
No, he wasn't that far ahead of his time. It was right around the corner. Literally.
But right, here's what I'm saying, right? And this is to play devil's advocate because you know how I feel about Big, but there's so everybody in here, there's been no album as good as Ready to Die. Now you saying how fast you get it. Somebody could step into the NBA right now and get a ring their first 2 years, but then the rest of they whatchamacallit be trash. And that's not to say that after Biggie was gonna be trash.
That's exactly. Eminem. He came in the game
with the
balling.
First 3.
Eminem is the Derrick Rose of rap.
The first 3 albums of Eminem, the Slim Shady EP, the Slim Shady LP, the Marshall Matter LP, those were fire. But after that, I mean, how much are you gonna what are you averaging out to? And everybody in here gonna get, especially you, because you just threw him on your top list. But that's the same way I feel about Wayne.
Yeah,
Wayne put out so many tracks that was so subpar that we all gravitate towards the ones that are hard, and we say, "Oh, Zoe, he's one of the best."
I think the difference between that is Eminem kept putting out consistently whack. What you're saying is that Lil Wayne put out so much that we're giving him credit for his amount. What I'm saying is Lil Wayne
No,
I mean,
that's not what I just said, though. That's not what I said. What I just said was that y'all give him credit for his good stuff and forget about the trash that he puts out. I'm not talking about
but with Eminem, there's no more good stuff. You every era with Lil Wayne, you can hear hits, you can hear mixtape. He redid somebody's song that was dope. You hear Lil Wayne still got stuff like he snaps that did not happen with Lil Wayne. I mean that did not happen with Eminem. It doesn't happen. Eminem can't put out a hot song. Proof died and he died.
That's a fact.
That last album was
That's a fact.
That last album was tricky trash.
Okay, see, and my issue is that's not true because the last 4 was trash. Not just the last one.
4 would definitely, bro. Encore.
Proof?
Nah, I ain't gonna front to y'all. I did like the relapse.
The only one I liked up
hated
until
the recovery.
I liked the one up until he was the sorry mama. What is it?
Sorry Mama.
The curtains.
That's
the show.
Second album. That's Marshall Mathers LP.
No, it's not. It was like his third album.
No, Marshall Mathers LP.
With the one with 50 Cent with Renegade on it.
Mama.
Renegade.
Yeah, with him and 50 Cent with Renegade.
Renegade is
That's Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. That's what I meant.
Yeah, baby girl. That's Marshall Mathers LP.
Oh.
Yeah, Renegade came out on the Blueprint.
That's when I stopped listening to him.
Yeah, the Renegade was actually taken off of the Marshall Mathers LP
because him and Royce the 5'9" already had that song done, and that's why why I be killed. Like when people be like, "Oh, Eminem killed him." Eminem had 11 years ahead of him to make that verse.
The CD that I had, it was still on that album. But that's when I stopped listening to Eminem.
It would be more of an advantage for the person getting on the track afterwards, not before. If you hear my verse first, then you should come.
First of all, I don't think that the verses compare, to be honest with you. So I'm different in that aspect. I'm just
talking about two totally different things.
Totally different. And what I'm saying is Eminem had time. It's not just it's your cadence. It's everything. It's how you ride the beat. You used to the beat.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You had time to change this line.
And
I put too many words.
Threw it to Jay-Z and was like, put a verse on it. I get what you're saying.
And Jay-Z goes in and gets it done. So and I'm not taking. Listen, I bought. I don't know if anybody. Me and Q used to play the Marshall Mathers LP. I was an Eminem fan. I'm a fan of Spitters, Warriors in any aspect. I'm a LeBron James fan. How you feel about LeBron James? Okay, so LeBron James. Anybody in any aspect. I'm a fan of a Warrior, not the Golden State, but I'm a fan of the Warriors. So. I just feel like there's certain people who don't own up. Hey, I make a lot of people mad with this. Pun is overrated. Pun is one of the best spitters, but he's overrated as being one of the best of all time, or being put next to Biggie and Tupac. How is Tupac not lyrical? Tupac came out with Dear Mama. Tupac came out with Brenda's Got a Baby. Tupac came out with Keep Your Head Up. Like, it's no way you could tell me Trapped. There's no way you could tell me Tupac isn't lyrical. So I don't think that what he said, you didn't do it, diddly the bit of a little idiot. Okay, he got bars. He got some of the best verses of hip hop. How about that? Pun has compiled a couple of the best 16s.
But see, understand.
But he's not up there.
The argument that you're making right now is the same one that I make for Lil Wayne. He has a bunch of songs where he might be going off, bar for bar going off, but when you really package it and put it in, it's nothing. It means nothing. Like Hollywood, this is why still to this day Hollywood Divorce is one of my favorite songs from him, because
listen to everybody out there on the everybody out there at 94.9 FM. We had Jish Money in the building. Listen, you will be hearing more from Jish Money next Thursday. Also, but you will be hearing more from Jish Money. You have to tune in to Xclusive Radio FM 94.9. The song wasn't clean, and we've been on the air. We extended the show, so we appreciate everybody out there for listening. We're about to get out of here in a moment, so but real quick, this is a time we like to call #FSPD. FSPD, please. I see y'all typing it in there already. I love our followers. #FSPD. But real quick, don't forget. Thirsty Thursday, $3 Thursdays, 1220 West Main Street.
Thursdays.
Yeah, 1220 West Main Street, Stroudsburg, PA. Exit 305. Don't forget So Sexy Sundays. Listen.
Take It Thursdays.
Jay, I don't know what y'all got going on
Thursday.
after we put those speakers in that
Tabernacle
car.
Thursday.
But Thursdays, and then So Sexy Sundays. Come out sexy.
Train Thursday.
We will be having, I don't know what y'all do after. I'm home by the time y'all get that done. DJ E Nice was good. We got DJ Farrow in the building today. We got DJ E Nice on Sundays. Y'all already know how it goes. Exclusive Radio FM. Thursday, the 16th. People, get your music in there. It's $20, actually $25. But get your music in there. People, you have everybody who registers for next Thursday, everybody who registers, and today was supposed to be the deadline, but that was on me. Everybody, and also the raffle, please pay attention to our page. There's a dope raffle. If you guys just subscribe, we'll pick you. Subscribe, send us your email. We'll pick you guys randomly. That's another story. That's not what I was saying. So, next Thursday, the showcase. Yes, we are charging, but we are
offering. It's only $25, and there's a gift prize.
But you also get an interview, and you also can get your song rotation. What we're going to do is the following days, we're going to go through the people who were there, and we're going to go through those songs, and we're going to see what feedback we get, and we're going to do that consistently. And that's, as long as we're here, that's what we're going to do.
So next Thursday is when we're starting this, right?
Yeah, next Thursday. So
Showcases.
everybody, please link up. Tell a friend to tell a friend again. It's like I said, we start at 8, but we're definitely in there. Once again, there will be airtime. There'll be a couple other things, and remember, we got people like DJ Supreme, who is MOP's DJ, who's an OG DJ and DJ'd all around the world. We got a couple of other dope DJs who are professional DJs. We got DJ Farrow, we got DJ E Nice's, DJ Venoms. We do have a bunch of people on the team who are established, who can be guests. So make sure y'all hit us up. This is something that we are going to start doing, reoccurring. So make sure y'all hit y'all people, man. This isn't something where I have any favorites. That's why I put anybody you see on that stage paid that corny bucks. You understand what I'm saying? What? Jay better not be selling old wolf pee in the place of business. So anybody who touches that stage, they have registered.
I can sell this book
anywhere, Jay.
Anywhere I want, anywhere I please.
So make sure y'all stay tuned in. Exclusiveradio.fm@gmail.com. Send your clean music in to exclusiveradiofm@gmail.com. That's exclusiveradiofm@gmail.com. Again, I'd like to thank Black River Landscaping. Please hit up Black River Landscaping. My boy Dimitri Thompson. You can hit up Jamal White. You can hit up Chris Holland. I'm not sure the other brother's name, and the other person's name might be White, Black. I'm not sure the other brother's name, but Black River Landscaping. Don't forget Extreme Flag Football. Extreme Flag Football. It's big, guys. It's dope. Make sure y'all register. If you're not already, sign up for a team. It will. The season kicks off again 9/9. I think. You playing in the fall?
No, not retired. You
retired?
I don't even know when the season starts. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it was fun, bro. It's blown up. We were in the PPNL Center. It was dope.
I saw y'all. I was jealous. I was like, damn, I coulda. I left like 5 games in. I was like, damn, this looks
some pretty big. Nice. It's some pretty big things in the
pretty nice.
Bro.
I was gonna even play because they're gonna do a co-ed joint. I was gonna play. Yeah,
so but you have to show up to play.
I'm definitely gonna.
And I was gonna play.
I'm in the game. I'm gonna show up.
I was gonna play on every team that played against Jay's team.
So,
and I wasn't gonna pull a flag. I was gonna flatline her.
So make sure y'all tune in to Exclusive Radio FM.
Getting them shoulders.
And Extreme Flag Football.
Nobody wants it with me.
Extreme Flag Football. Also, Jish, could you please tell them where to find you, and tell them the name of the single that will be clean.
You can find
Next
me everywhere at Jish Money, JISHMONEY, Jish Money. Everywhere on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. Catch Me is my new single. It's out now. It's available everywhere. Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, iTunes, everywhere. Go get that.
Wait.
All right. And don't forget, you can follow me at At The Real Royalty. That's just money everywhere. At The Real_Royalty. The Real_Royalty. And we will have the brother back. You will be hearing that single. Like I said, it wasn't cleaned up in time. We got a lot going on. But thank y'all again. Watching the Throne Morning Show Monday through Friday. I'm Royalty. That's Jay Precious. Primo SCENT. Your boy Shays.
Your boy.
Don't forget DJ Venom. We appreciate everybody. All the love as usual. Listen, stay tuned in, guys. We got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of things lined up. We got a car wash coming. We have the pool party September 1st. We got a lot of things that are coming. So make sure y'all stay tuned in. We love y'all. Hashtag FSPD. And y'all letting him go without spitting. Good point.
I thought we was gonna do this
yeah, my bad.
the next interview, but
yeah. Well, am I come back Thursday?
Yeah.
I come back. I come back and rap Thursday.
All right. So next Thursday we'll have the brother in here. We have that music cleaned up. So shouts out to everybody.
I mean, if you want to.
He said, "Damn, I'm for a long night. Good morning." All right, good morning, bro. We out of here now, though, brother. All right. So Xclusive Radio FM everywhere.
So.
Let me end the YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if you'll get it if you watch Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of funny.
Are y'all involved with the 570 Underground at all?
They don't hit me up, so I'm not really sure. Wait, hold up. My bad.